It'll be interesting to see, and again, Brad Bailey, who was with us, and he's still with us now. Brad, thanks for staying with us into
Sure.
our 9 o'clock hour here on Fox 25. We're just hashing it out here as we're seeing this live unfold right in front of us. This video from just a little while ago of Aaron Hernandez being put into the back of a North Attleboro cruiser. And you mentioned that you do expect him to appear in front of a judge today.
Yes, that's correct. That's his absolute right now that he's in custody. And unless there's some sort of justifiable reason for a delay, once he's booked, once he's photographed, he needs to be brought over to the court. Now, there may be a process where he sits and talks and is interrogated by the police at Attleboro, but I doubt that's going to happen. I think the time for the talking is over. That's why the warrant has been executed.
Yeah, we know that he has attorneys. At this point, it's unclear whether he's changed attorneys or he has somebody new. But how much are they going to be able to necessarily get out of him after this point? You sort of mentioned that. Maybe the talking is over at this point. If he's already lawyered up, is he just going there to be charged and sit in a cell for a little while?
That's certainly what all the indications are here, because the police know that he has an attorney. They're not going to talk to him without the attorneys present and without the attorneys allowing him to be interviewed. So again, that's the least likely of the scenarios at this point.
Is there a good chance that he knew that this was coming and he was waiting in his home knowing that this day was coming and that his lawyers would have to meet him downtown?
I can't possibly speculate about what was in his mind or what he knew. I think the time frame here may not just have been about the police making sure there was enough probable cause. It may have also been about the police trying to give him a chance to come to the table early, and this may indicate that he decided not to do that. Who knows?
It is interesting, too, because we've heard that, it was Hernandez and 3 other gentlemen, including Odin Lloyd, who were out that night, and yet we haven't heard about the 2 other gentlemen at all. Is it strange that we haven't heard their identities at all?
Well, I don't know whether it's strange. Certainly, Aaron Hernandez is such a high-profile person that all the discussion and all the focus being on him shouldn't surprise anybody. I have no idea why we haven't been talking about the others or what we know about the others, but that's simply because Aaron Hernandez has overshadowed all of them.
And as far as the booking process goes, Brad, again, just to go over material we've discussed before for anybody who may have joined us here late, he'll be taken down, and again, this will be a case where he will be fingerprinted and have a mugshot taken. Is that correct?
That's correct, and whether or not the new Supreme Court decision about DNA swabs is ready to be implemented in North Attleboro is another question, but if so, a DNA sample will be taken if this is one of those serious crimes that the Supreme Judicial Court, the United States Supreme Court has said warrants police taking a DNA sample as well.
Well, this is a live look from Sky Fox over the North Attleboro Police Department, where we presume that is where he is headed. And then how does it work, Brad? Does he go from there then to the court? And how long does that process take? At one point, might we expect to see him in court today?
He'll go from there to the court, and in terms of when we'll see him today, it's unclear. Certainly the courthouse has to prepare for the media throng, and we'll probably have to move through all of the other cases and get those out of the way and probably set aside some specific time. My guess is it would be in the early afternoon, but I can't say for sure.
It's certainly going to be something to see in North Attleboro. Obviously, kind of a quiet town to have something like this going on at the police station and then at the courthouse. Is it ever difficult for a court to handle the throng of media that they are expecting this afternoon? Does that change anything?
Well, certainly in terms of the press access, that can be difficult and involve a lot of logistics. But courthouses are familiar with high publicity cases, and I think they'll be able to handle this over there.
All right. For those of you who are just joining us, we're watching video from less than a half an hour ago. Aaron Hernandez, who was taken out of his North Attleboro home there in handcuffs and placed into the back of a North Attleboro Police Department car, and we presume taken to the North Attleboro Police Department, where he will be booked for some charge that we're still unclear on at this point, but we will find that out later today in court.
That's right. If it's not there, it still could be the state police barracks as well where he's taken. That piece isn't clear either.